Some of the most effective HR people are those who raise issues that the EXCO would prefer to ignore. It doesn't necessarily make them loved, but it does make them effective. HR, and particularly training and development, can easily become order takers and respond to the business needs. They ask and we jump. The result is quite often far too many requests and no sense of priority. You end up with a never-ending to-do list and never getting to the strategic work of business partnering. It can be very frustrating and energy draining. So, how do you change gears? Identify what the business needs, not just what they want. These are two very different things. They might be jumping up and down about revisiting the work from home policy, or adjusting compensation approaches, or maybe even benefit structures. But whilst this might be urgent, is it important? And you know that if you're ever to get to the important things, you have to plan them. They never jump up and call for attention until it's too late. As a manager, a lot of important work gets superseded by urgent tasks, like having a career conversation with a high performer who just gets on with the job and does his work, seldom makes a fuss, doesn't beg for attention. He's easy to ignore because he isn't asking for attention, he isn't making that fuss, he isn't complaining. But if you don't plan for and prioritize talking to him, you'll be blindsided by the resignation letter that smacks you in the back of your head. Likewise, in HR, no one died because of a lack of leadership development. It doesn't shout urgent, but it is important. And like that quiet high performer, leadership and management development can be ignored until it's too late. And you look around and realize that the swamp has risen. Managers are ineffective, there's a lack of accountability, key talent turnover is high, and employee engagement is at an all-time low. Executive teams are complaining and everyone is pointing fingers at everybody else, laying the blame for the current situation on each other and on you for the failure of the group. Leadership and management development doesn't shout loudly for urgent attention, but ignore it at your peril. As HR, your job is to raise the uncomfortable, point out the risks, and advise on the best way forward. It's your job to influence attention and lobby for what you believe is in the best interest of the organization and the people. You are the steward of culture. So how do you do that? How do you make your EXCO sit up and listen? The answer is numbers and data. Most executive teams are populated with numbers-orientated people. If you can talk the business language, your ability to influence the conversation skyrockets. So to make it easier for you, we consulted with CEOs and EXCOs and put a pack together to help you get the strategic conversation going in a language they understand. So download the slides and check out the speaker notes for copy and paste data that talks their language, and start to prioritize the important, not just react to the urgent.